And I'm presenting on behalf of the authors listed here this presentation, but we have quite a number more people on the project, as you will see. I think, notwithstanding Mark's earlier comments, that those of us working in the field see that ontologies are increasingly in style, and I didn't mean, as my Google search found, in that kind of style, but that they're really how we're managing all sorts of information, models of our knowledge, term lists, annotation values, the baseline concepts that AIs and LLMs can use, and mappings as well, and other things also. I did ask AI about this, by the way, and you might not be shocked to hear that AI was very supportive in saying, yes, ontologies have been increasingly in use. So we know that has to be true or not. But it brings up that the question that I've gotten throughout the years working with ontologies is, how do I choose which ontology to use, or how do I choose which term to use? And so we wanted to try to figure out how to start solving that problem better than I could on the fly. So why is it hard to choose which ontology or term to use? Amateurs face a lot of challenges when they're trying to figure out these choices. They aren't aware of the implications of the choices that they're making. They don't understand most or all of the special terminology that they're dealing with. They're unable to answer a lot of the questions that are put to them for evaluating the different options. And they don't have access details about those options in many cases. And they certainly don't have time to get the necessary semantic training to really navigate this world with understanding. For experts, usually there are fewer obstacles, but they can still be significant. The options are relatively few and not necessarily what they want. The criteria they have, it may be well defined, but finding a crisp, correct answer is often difficult. The ontology or term documentation may be insufficient for them to really reason their way through to the right answer. And they also don't have time to perform the detailed evaluation processes that are sometimes required. So I think we can acknowledge that the ontology engineering is hard, but that good tools can make it easier, as Mark Musin said in his keynote. The OntoChoice mission to do this is threefold, if you like. Document existing and possible future techniques for choosing terms and ontologies. Define a good testable method to map user requirements for their terms or their ontologies to some kind of reproducible selection of ontologies or terms. And to demonstrate measurable impact in the end on the downstream tasks for data management and for AI. So we have three elements of the work that we're performing. The first element is collecting and analyzing information, making a list of the notional evaluation criteria we can find or we can think of, categorizing that list so we can talk about the different categories and start thinking about those, see if those categories have inherent characteristics or priorities that we can use to describe them and to order them. This diagram on the right is an example of how you might order the categories that we've come up with. And then ideally we can make a more detailed list of the actual concrete evaluation criteria in each of the categories and describe the things in that list with detailed attributes. So we have a start of that. This is a very small part of a much bigger spreadsheet, and there's a lot of work continuing to expand this list. The second part of the project is the need to socialize and manage it. So we need to advertise the work, which we've been doing over past years in conferences and the like, solicit volunteers to support it. We have 11 regular members, if you like, on the team, and other contributors besides. We've developed a web presence and the project tools to support the work, and a position paper is in progress to give it a little more professional publication veneer and let more people know about it. So we're working to engage the community as this presentation is hopefully doing, and we are to a point that we may want to think about writing actual funding proposals. Then the implementation is another facet. The document findings are largely existing in a fairly significant white paper. There, we hope to develop analyses around this and exemplar software, as well as pursuing useful algorithms and services once we have those things more in hand. So the white paper I mentioned and the artifacts that surround it are perhaps our most useful product at the moment. This has been in significant development for some time, all volunteer development, I should mention. It provides a high-level overview of the field, identifies the distinctions among criteria that I was talking about, captures use cases that can be used to apply the different evaluation criteria. It offers baseline guidance to less sophisticated semantic users. In some cases, this may be more useful baseline guidance than you find in existing guides because they are often aiming at a more knowledgeable audience. And it starts to offer a vision for future evaluation solutions. I suspect, but I don't know for sure, that it references the largest known list of evaluation criteria. So that's a claim I would love to have supported or canceled. And so this provides a core data set that can address practitioner questions and provide eventually for database development if that's desired. It may also, this work may provide a useful bibliographic resource list for this topic. So anyone can contribute to these products and the work we're doing. And so that's a real opportunity. I'll mention a few of the prototypes that have come out of the project so far. WiseOwl is a prototype evaluation tool that's in development by Dr. Hande McGinty's team at Kansas State University. Aryan Dalal and Maria Balak are the two primary people working on that at the moment. And overall, Dr. McGinty and her lab have been providing essential support throughout the OntoChoice project to keep it supplied with resources and people who can help. Details about the WiseOwl prototype are coming soon, or if you join our project, you can learn more about it that way from the insider's perspective. Another prototype is a criteria impact heat map. This is a very early days attempt to think about how relevant are these different types of criteria that we're describing to the use cases involved in ontology and term selection. Are some things more useful, some criteria more useful for certain use cases? Very exploratory, and be happy to have more people who have interest in that. So why am I sitting here telling you this? The project is at a bit of an inflection point in that we have enough work completed that we can tell there are many potential products and publications that can come out of it. I mentioned the position paper already. Obviously, we want the semantic community to know about the work and engage with the work. The team we have is supportive and active in the meetings that we have, but you won't be surprised to hear that everyone's quite busy. So it's the right moment to get more resources and energy to release some more mature deliverables. And so this is the toned down version of my poster. The people on this call, hopefully, are people who might be at least interested in seeing what we're doing and perhaps interested in participating in what we're doing. Any level of time commitment is okay to participate, but we'd love to have you connect and join up. So we are announcing this and putting this out there because we think we can really add a lot to the available knowledge about choosing terms and ontologies. You can get to our site or to our white paper using the links you see here. And the growing team is shown as well. A lot of good people participating. So thanks everybody for the time to present. Be happy to take a question if there's time.
Vocabulary.